What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla back here with another Godzilla figure review. Guys, today we are taking a look at the Godzilla Store Exclusive Super MechaGodzilla Movie Monster Series figure. Guys, let's jump right in. Alrighty, guys, we are back here with the Godzilla Store Exclusive Movie Monsters Series Super MechaGodzilla. Guys, let's knock out the tag real quick. Got a tiny bit of bending from shipping, unfortunately. Nice little image there. 2023, guys. It's the first figure we've gotten from Bandai in the year 2023. Inside and the back, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this guy sleeved up, and we are moving on. Guys, right off the bat, two things that I really wanted to point out. First thing, I was nervous this figure was going to be tiny. Second thing, I was nervous this figure's cannons were going to be all sorts of warped. And I think I came out pretty darn lucky. I've seen pictures of some people's way more warped. I've seen people's a little bit better. But honestly, these things came out very, very good. All things considered. How they could have been, how bad they could have been. They could have been all sorts of deformed. I've seen Bandai figures with thicker plastic be more warped. So all things considered, guys, really got lucky on those cannons being so lined up. And guys, let's jump into some detailing. And my goodness, did Bandai do a great job on this one. Check out the side of the head. I really love those teeth. I know we don't have an open mouth, but I think those teeth look really, really cool together. Very nice there. The eyes are great. I love the fact that we have the up and down lines. A great piece of detail that was really cool to include. Top of the head has got a couple different layers going on. Side of the cannons, even the top of these cannons on the Garuda pack look awesome. Plenty of detail there. Front on, if we can get it to focus, even front on, they have great detail coming through. Kind of look like a little screw or something there. Moving to the side of the figure, great detail along the arms and hands. Even the inside of the hands has some detail. We got some lining in there. Side of the Garuda looks great. Checking out the back, tons of detail on here. Lots of little knobs and stuff. I think this is the little top area cockpit or something. So that looks great too. Definitely some amazing detail on the figure here. Unfortunately, I think the figure and especially this top part of the Garuda pack could have used a little bit more coloring. Definitely going to have to take a little shame to Bandai for not giving us a little bit of splash of other colors. The center console here looks great. We even have some detail underneath kind of those chest plates there. Moving down the legs, great detail as well. Really nice. Even the bottoms of the feet are done up, guys. That's really cool. And they did it on one of the last Super MechaGodzillas, MechaGodzilla II. The detailing is on the side of the tail, freeing up a rare piece of detail that they can include. Bottom foot detail, really cool. So definitely in terms of the detail on the figure, amazing. I unfortunately have a little bit of a scuff from shipping on that chest plate. That's definitely disappointing. But other than that, guys, the figure looks great. I love those yellow eyes. They really cut through on that silver. But I have to say, I am a little bit bummed we did not get more coloration on the figure. Really, we literally have two colors. We have the tiny bit of yellow on the eyes, and everything else, they just took the silver and just said everything. So we have really only the one color aside from the eyes. It's the complete silver figure. So I wish we could have gotten a couple. I know this figure, or this kaiju, in the movies and whatnot, is pretty basic colored. Doesn't have much mix up anyways. But it would have been nice to get a little shading, maybe some shadows areas, or at the very least painted the wiring, because I know the inner arm wiring, we're supposed to have some black going on in there. I think some black on, I think the siding is wiring too. So had they just thrown some black or gray on there, tiny bit of a couple of colors thrown in on the Garuda, I think that really would have elevated this figure. Guys, what do we get in terms of articulation? Well, we have head articulation. Go all the way around on the head. The Garuda pack actually turns. How cool is that, guys? Garuda pack actually turns. Those cannons rotate in there. That is a very, very unique piece of articulation they included on this release. Guys, the arms could probably go 360 if you really force them past the pack, but they're going to catch kind of back here on the shoulder, so I'm not going to do any forcing to avoid any more scuffing. I've been punished enough. Legs, guys. Do we have leg articulation? We do not. Unfortunately, these legs come right up to the body. That's not even a glue seal we have on there. That's just straight up. The whole lower torso is a one piece. And guys, it almost looks like we could have some articulation on the waist here, and unfortunately, again, we do not. Tail also looks like we could have some articulation, and we do. So there is our tail articulation, which is nice. Kind of a weird piece of art. I'd rather have leg, but we do have the tail. So definitely love the fact that these Garuda packs, the cannons on the Garuda spin, that is super over the top and amazing. I love it that they did that. Guys, let's go ahead and compare him to a couple of figures. I just grabbed a few. First one, I grabbed the 2022 Kiryu, and amazingly enough, somehow Kiryu is taller. I thought this Kiryu figure was on the small side, and then they went ahead and tossed this guy in the mix, and somehow our Super MechaGodzilla is even shorter. So definitely he comes in small. I wanted to size him up against a recent Godzilla. This is the 2021 Godzilla 1991 figure. Pretty crazy to think that this guy is 2 years old already. But even this figure is taller than Super MechaGodzilla. I definitely wish he was kind of in this range, kind of reverse the height differential there. Wanted to grab an older Super MechaGodzilla. So I grabbed, I think this is the 1998 release. So here's just a different Super MechaGodzilla. And obviously this guy, they knocked this guy's height out of the park. Overall, I think this 2023 figure is a much better figure in a lot of other ways. But the height on this guy is undeniably amazing. I wish they had come in I wish this guy had come in that height. Imagine how cool it would look with the Garuda pack at this size. Guys, the last figure I wanted to compare this guy to is the SH Monster Arts Super MechaGodzilla. So obviously these guys are pretty darn similar in height. SH Monster Arts having a slight edge, but this is what I'm talking about in terms of the paint, guys. We got a little paint on the center console. Our wiring in the arms got painted. We have a little bit of action, some whites and blacks on the Garuda. Obviously, I wouldn't expect it to be this detailed and whatnot, but had they just thrown in some black highlights here and there, that would have been enough to get me off their back. Here is our Garuda pack on the Super MechaGodzilla. Even this one, the SH Monster Arts, does not have that cool rotation that we see on the Bandai 2023 model. And then obviously that face on the MechaGodzilla here from SH Monster Arts. A lot of awesome detail, and they do have the kind of striped effect on the eyes. So had we gotten a little bit more just of the blacks like we see on this guy, they didn't, obviously they wouldn't even have to come down to the hand detail, but just painted the wiring, maybe the centerpiece black, tiny bit of detail on the Garuda, this really would have been a 10 out of 10 figure. But still a very nice release, a great way to kick off 2023, and I can't wait to see how this one comes out when they do the MechaGodzilla 2 without the Garuda. We are getting that figure a little later this year. I think actually very soon this year. So we'll get another rendition of this kaiju minus the Garuda pack. It'll be interesting to see what differences they have. I wonder if it'll be a straight repaint or just a straight copy minus the Garuda, or if it'll be a completely different mold. So that'll be great to figure out. Alrighty guys, this has been the Bandai Godzilla Store Exclusive Super MechaGodzilla 2023 figure with the Garuda pack. Definitely an awesome way to kick off 2023, guys. Let me know in the comments, did you pick this figure up? What are your thoughts on it? I'm definitely glad I picked it up. Love the detail, love the articulation, love the Garuda. Really cool to have. Bandai knocked this one out of the park. I can't wait for more releases that they have up their sleeve for 2023. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you in the next one.